Guys, seriously, what TV shows are we watching now? Because I have a few qualms with how TV is going nowadays. First of all, I love watching cringy shows. You will be seeing me watching Ginny and Georgia. Yeah, sue me, Oppression Olympics, sue me. I will be watching Ginny and Georgia. The new season just came out and I'm 4 episodes in already. I am watching. I recently watched the show Overcompensating with Benito Skinner. So funny on Amazon Prime. And the new show Adults with Jack Innanen and Owen Thiel. And it was a great show. Personally, between Overcompensating and Adults, I am more into Overcompensating. I just think it matched the humor better. I felt like Adults was kind of all over the place in a way. I think the first episode started off hot with what's the character? The straight guy, being trying to find out if he assaulted people was a bit, you know, odd, but like the show in general, it was entertaining, especially in comparison to some of the other shows that have been coming out recently. But yeah, I absolutely loved Overcompensating. It was cringe, which I said I love. It had the humor from all the comedians in the cast, their delivery incredible. But my only problem with all these shows are how short they are. It is insane. What do you mean we went from 20 episode series, even more, 30, 40 episode series to 8 episodes, and now the episodes aren't even an hour long? What do you mean that the episodes are 30 minutes? What do you mean the episodes are barely 30 minutes long? This is insane. This is insanity. I would say I'd want Ginny and Georgia to be longer, but I really don't. I think that can be 8 episodes. And I also watch K-dramas. And, K-dramas had always, from when I was watching them, had always been, the 16 episode standard, sometimes 20. But now they're 10, 8. This is crazy. Give us shows. Give us proper length shows. Stop cancelling the good ones. I said I love Ginny and Georgia, but I would still prefer to watch a good show. You know what I mean? So if you guys have any good shows you'd love to recommend, that's, if it's in the same vein as Overcompensating or Adults, I would also really like that. Exo Kitty. Oh, don't even get me started on Exo Kitty. Again, I watched all of it and I will be watching the next season when it drops. But I would prefer the good shows to continue and the Exo Kitty, Ginny and Georgia of it all to end. Riverdale did not need to go on for that long. See, that was a cringy show I wasn't able to keep up with. I wasn't able to watch. I stopped season 2. And you might be like, that's cringe central. That's cringe central, but I wasn't able to do it. I'm sorry, Riverdale lovers. I don't know any of you, but I'm sure you're probably somewhere like, I'm weird. I'm a weirdo. Have you ever seen me without the stupid hat? I'm weird. I'm going to move on to K-dramas because I know a lot about K-dramas. I started watching K-dramas in 2018 and I started with, what was that? What was the name? Gong or something? Anyway, I watched that with my mom and my sister at the time. So we all got into that at the same time. My mom still watches K-dramas, as do I. My sister, not really, not at all. Yeah, K-dramas have also just gone so odd. I know they've always been cliche and cringy, and I can't tell if they've just gotten to a whole new level of bad, or because I've watched literally so many of them that it's just my brain is just like, there's nothing new here and it's boring and old. But yeah, if you literally tell me any name of a K-drama that came out between 2018 to 2021, I'll know all of them. I have watched all of them, maybe even to 2023. I think there were a lot of K-dramas that came out between 2024 and 2025, last year and this year, that I haven't seen, and that's because, like I said, they had been getting boring to me. But I have been watching some recently. I recently watched Resident Playbook, and it was an alright show. You know, I don't know if, again, I've watched so many shows that it's just like, this is like everything else. There was nothing really special about it. I also recently started Unwritten Soul with Park Bo Young. I love Park Bo Young. It's caught my attention. Like, I'm waiting for the next episode to come out whenever it does. I think I watched the first 2 or 4. I can't remember how many episodes I watched because I binged them all at the same time. I think the premise is interesting, like having a twin you swap lives with is interesting. So yeah, it's got me hooked. I think what I do appreciate with K-dramas is that they are kept quite light. They're not heavy. Usually they're not heavy. I think they usually end in a way that's not gonna keep you awake for the next week. And then in comparison with Japanese dramas, they're not afraid to end it badly, end it on a bad note, end it with someone dying, someone really important dying, something bad happening to the main character. I don't know if I like that. I do like it to be wrapped up nice and sweet. I don't mind having something bad happen, but I just don't want to be kept awake thinking about it. C-dramas, I've watched a good few C-dramas, Chinese dramas. I just think the way, like, Japanese dramas, K-dramas, and C-dramas are all edited in different ways. Like, you can tell what it is. Even if you didn't hear them speaking, you could tell what kind of drama you're watching based on the way they edit things and the way they deliver things. Even if you're not looking at, like, them being Japanese or Korean or Chinese. I think Chinese dramas that I've watched and come across are very quirky, and yeah, I don't know how to describe it. It's really like weird, like music playing in the background type beat, and yeah, I don't know if I fuck with it. Anyway, like I said, if you're watching any shows, any dramas at the moment that you think are peak television, let me know. Please let me know. Please comment down a list for me down below, and yeah, I'll probably get to them. Yeah, if you liked this video, subscribe. If you liked this drawing, let me know that too. And I'll see you guys in my next video, which is hopefully going to be soon. Bye.